Welcome guys back to the channel. In this very video today, I'll be filling account from $6 to $6,000 step by step, and I'll show you how I do it. I'll take account to a mighty height. This is a sniper entry we took from this very point. We took a sniper entry from this very initial zone, and it is selling down massively from that very point. And so I'll be ending this very trade because if you watch here, this trade we took this very from this very area. We took this very trade from this very area. It is selling down from this very point. From the very area, it is selling down from that very point, from that very sniper entry, and it's selling down to this very zone. This is where it is now currently. So currently, I'll be closing this trade in profit, close up positions in profit, and currently from $6, we are currently up in $52.85 in profit ASAP. Just now, step by step. Be watching this very video and you master and see how flip the account to a mighty height from $6 to $6,000. Very easy. This is what trading is all about. Trading and making profit every day. The main aim is to be elevated to a mighty height. A mighty Gideon. I'll take account to a mighty height, like I promised the investor. So currently, at the very point, I'm expecting some buys from the very air, because this trade cannot just be selling down massively. Because if you watch here, there's a very key zone here. This key zone is affected by this very point. There's a very key zone at this very area here. That key zone there will make the trade to buy further. Currently, by enter my buys currently now. Enter my buy. The trade is buying, but this trade will continue buying and buying and buying. So the trade will keep on buying and buying and buying and keep on buying to the upside. That's what I'm seeing this very trade. So I'm entering buys. Enter my buys well. Entering buys well, because I told you from the very point to start buying upwards from the very point. So I'm the trade will start moving further. I'm giving us huge profit ASAP. Just watch me and watch as the trade gets flipped to a mighty height just now, because from the very point I told you that very area is a very powerful zone. And this trade, a lot of people will be thinking that this trade, a lot of people now will be thinking that this trade will start selling down massively from here, selling down here. They want you to keep on losing. That is why when you understand it, you know market reactions and market tendency in different key zones. Because the market will know that, let me show you something. The market will know that a lot of people took their sales from this very point, because the market read this very tip and sold down. Read the very tip, sold down. Currently that reach here is sold down. I took that first entry, but now you're going to buy it and break it to the upside. Just watch me and see how the market will do it. We're currently up in profits, and we're taking account from $6 to $6,000. So watch me and see how I flip account to a mighty height and be elevated to something very profitable. So if you watch it, this trade is currently in an uptrend. So from the very point, you see that the trade have been creating some bullish momentum to the upside. I've been buying and buying and buying, and also it is currently rejecting from the very lower area. The trade is currently rejecting from this lower area, from this very lower area, and it's going to buy, and currently it's going to break out these very highs. It's breaking it out and be elevating to a mighty height and be buying further. That's what the trade is currently doing at this very point. And if you watch here, because one thing with the market, let me tell you one secret. When you see some weak candlesticks, the market reach, see what the market did here. Let me show you some things here, so I'll clarify you on market movement just now. If you see here, the market created a weak candlestick here and sold down. Created a weak candlestick here, sold down. Created a weak candlestick, sold down here. So currently this market now is coming to take out these weak candlesticks. These weak candlesticks here are currently rejections, and the market needs to take it out to wipe liquidity. This is what they call liquidity grabbing in the trading space. So currently let's watch this trade and see what XUSD has for us. See you, and just watch and see how to take account to a mighty height, and see how long I'll reach this very target of $6,000 from a $6 account. So guys, the trade is currently buying further. I'm giving us huge profits. Currently buying further at this very point. See, we're currently up in a balance of $170 in profit. I'm closing out trade in profit, close up positions, and from that amount we're currently up in $110.03 in profit just now. Trading very accounts. The way I'm trading goes that gold is very, very volatile, and if you're in the right direction, you make a lot of money trading from gold. When you master the right strategy, when you know what you're doing, you'll be very profitable in this very space of trading. So currently, let's watch this very trade. Let's see what XUSD has for us, because if you watch here at this very point, there's a very big zone that the trade created here. There's a very big zone there. There's a very big zone. If you watch the trade, I've been creating a very big zone here. So when this trade rejects from here and starts selling down, it knows it not break the zone. Once the market breaks the zone, we are going for a bullish momentum. So if you watch here, the trade is currently rejecting from this very key zone here. That's what the trade is currently doing. It's currently rejecting from that very key zone there. Come, let's go over to BTC/USD. Let's see what BTC/USD has for us. If you watch here, you see what BTC/USD is doing there. You see the market is trying to reject from this very point. Watch me as I analyze this very trade, and for you to see how I make profit just now, taking an entry and making profits trading just now. So if you watch here, you see what the trade is currently creating there. Let me delete all this stuff here. You see what the trade is currently creating there. You see the trade is currently creating some bullish momentum from this very area. You see the trade is, you see, if you watch here, there's a very big rejection here in the past. The market was rejecting from this very point in the past. And if you also watch here, you see that the market also was rejecting from this very up layer. So the market is currently coming from this very point. One thing you need to understand is where the market is coming from and where the market is going to. So this very video, I'll be teaching you how I'm trading. You'll see I'm trading, and you also see how I pass this very challenge from $6 to $600 just now. So if you watch it, the market is currently coming from this very zone, and it's currently going to touch this upper zone. And you see that this trade is currently going upwards, is a bullish momentum. And if you also watch what the market did here, this market created a very big fake out from the very point. It created, if you watch, that up point is a very big fake out. So the market reached here, broke out there. A lot of people think the trade will start moving the bullish momentum. It now slowed down. So currently this trade is going to take out that fake out it's created there. It's going to take them out and start selling down or buying in the right direction, but it's going there currently now. So currently I've been increasing my lot size to 0.10 lot size, because once I grow my capital, I'll be increasing my lot size. That's one thing with me. As I'm trading, you see from $6 account, we entered with some lot size. As we go and going, we are increasing our lot size. Currently, I'm entering with 0.10 lot size. This BTC/USD, we are trading very account. And let's take our trade and make profits just now, trading very account. I'm entering my buys just now. I'm entering my buys just now. So currently, let's be elevated to a mighty heights. So guys, from the very point, the trade is currently buying further and giving us profit as anticipated. At this very point, the trade is currently giving us the profit I need currently. The trade is very volatile. BTC/USD is very volatile, but I'll be letting it to stay and give me profit well, because I'm expecting a bullish momentum to the upper side. This is very up high there. The trade is going very high to take out that very point. The trade will not sell, because understand one thing in trading. When the trade keep on retesting off a zone, you reach here in the past, it retested. You see, a trade there retested, and the trade is currently retesting from the very point. So currently the trade reach here, created some rejections, and currently this trade is buying to the upside. So what the very trade and see at the trade reach that very point. Just watch and see how the trade is currently reach that very point. This account is going to be taken from $6 to $6,000 to the very account. Currently in a balance of $110 in the very trade. So guys, at the very point, we ended our last trade in a balance of $462.03, and we took our next trade on BTC USD, and currently we are running in profit, and we're currently in the balance of $400 in profit. We entered ourselves from the very trades, from the very point here. I told my VIPs to sell this very trade, and they make profit trading the very account at this very point. So from the very point, the trade have currently aligned to a very key zone. They respected this very point at the very point. So I'll be closing our trades in profit, close up positions, and currently we're up in $461.28. This is from a $6 account. We're currently up in $461.28. And let's take our next trade to flip it to something very massive, to a mighty height. So guys, at this very point, if you watch there, you see a very big entry that the trade created there. I've seen a very nice entry at that lower zone. That's a very big lower zone there. It is currently rejecting from, and this is the upper zone it is currently going to at this very point. So currently I'm expecting a breakout from this very trade. The trade will be consolidating at that very zone, and I'm expecting a breakout to a buy. That's why I'm buying the very trade, I'm entering my buys to break out the very points. Let it break out and be elevated to something very massive. We're currently in profit ASAP. Immediately we enter the very trade. We're currently up in profit. This is currently giving us profit at the very point. I'm betting massive buys from the very point. A lot of people may be thinking the trade will sell, but I'm seeing massive buys at the very point. From that very area is a very big head, a vast and shoulder pattern the market created here, and the market is creating a very big bullish momentum at the very point. A very big bullish momentum. So currently the trade is currently buying further and giving us huge profit at this very point. And for this, I'm closing out trade in profit, and I've gathered enough capital to increase my loss size and elevate it to something very massive. And from the very point, I've seen a very big bullish assurance in trades at the very point. So currently at the very point, I've entered my trades and increasing my loss size because our capital have been grown. And let's flip the account and pass the very challenge with this last trade and be elevated to a mighty height as promised. So from the very point, I'm expecting a bullish momentum. This is going to be a liquidity grab because at that very point, the trades, people will expect the trade to retest from that very point, but I'm seeing a very big bullish momentum because the market have been buying and buying and buying. So currently I'm expecting a continuation in buys. A continuation in buys from that very point. The trade will buy to wipe out both the highs that I've created and be elevated to something very massive. So from the very point, you see the trade is currently at that tip of that point, and I took all my entries there. At the very point, the trade currently broke out from that very point. The trade currently broke and bought massively as anticipated. I told you the trade will buy massively because if you were them, I was seeing some buys momentum. That was a liquidity grab by the market grab. It's going to wipe massively from the very point. And currently we have passed the very challenge. This account was taking from $6 to $6, and currently we are up in $7. We have passed the very challenge. I'm taking account to a very big mighty height as promised. Mighty height you always go. That's the main factor in trading. The main factor in trading is when you understand market directions, you make a lot of profits trading the market every time you enter the market. So on that very point, that's a very big zone in the market. I'm closing out trades in profit. We have currently up in $7. To join my VIP signals, my mentorship academy and account management from a small account to a very big amount, you can contact me personally only via the link below in this video. See you in my next video. Peace out.